Today I'm reviewing the HP 2026 17T Business Professional Rose Gold Laptop. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've spent real time with this machine on my desk doing everyday work, browsing, writing, spreadsheets, video calls, and occasional side tasks. This review reflects that hands-on use, not just glancing at the specs. Let's set expectations clearly. This isn't a gaming laptop or a creative workstation with discrete graphics. What it is designed for is everyday productivity with a large screen, generous memory, and business-oriented features like a fingerprint reader and backlit keyboard. Everyday performance with the Intel Core i5-1335U at the helm, day-to-day responsiveness feels steady and predictable. Opening apps, jumping between browser tabs, editing documents, and handling video conferencing all happen without noticeable slowdowns. It doesn't feel sluggish, and I rarely found myself waiting on tasks to complete. The 32 GB of RAM makes a tangible difference compared with standard 8 to 16 GB machines. Keeping lots of tabs open, Slack/Teams running alongside documents, and background utilities doesn't force you into constant memory juggling. That's an advantage for heavier productivity workflows. The 1 TB SSD keeps files and software responsive. Boot times are short, applications launch quickly, and large file transfers happen without obvious lag. It doesn't get in your way, and storage feels practical right out of the box. Display and usability: the 17.3-inch HD Plus touchscreen is what you notice first. In practical use, that large screen space feels roomy for spreadsheets, writing, multitasking, and video calls. The touchscreen works consistently and adds a layer of intuitive control that helps in navigation and quick gestures. Because it's HD Plus rather than a higher resolution, text isn't as razor-sharp as on hired P panels, but it's still perfectly usable for typical business tasks. Brightness and viewing angles work fine for indoor office or home settings. The rose gold finish and overall build feel well appointed without being overly flashy. The backlit keyboard is comfortable for longer typing sessions, and the fingerprint reader makes logging in quick and secure, both practical touches for professional use. Webcam and connectivity: the webcam performs reasonably well for video calls. It doesn't reinvent the category, but in typical lighting it's clear enough for Teams/Zoom calls, and the built-in mic array captures speech without sounding tinny. Connectivity covers the basics you'll want in business use: HDMI for external displays, USB ports for accessories, and reliable wireless. These ports avoid the frustration of needing adapters for common peripherals. Thermals, noise, and daily behavior: under typical productivity workloads the system stays quiet. Fan noise is subtle, and even during heavier spreadsheet calculations or multitasking it doesn't become intrusive. The chassis warms a little under load, but it doesn't get uncomfortable on your lap or desk. Battery life in normal use is solid. You can comfortably get through a few hours of writing, browsing, and calls unplugged. Heavy workflows or long bright screen sessions naturally shorten that span, which is common in this class of machine. Limitations and trade-offs: this isn't designed for heavy graphics work or gaming. You won't find discrete GPU performance here, and that's fine because the design isn't aiming for that. If your workflow requires video editing, 3D rendering, or demanding creative apps, a machine with dedicated graphics will serve you better. The HD Plus resolution is practical but not premium. For graphics professionals or creators who care about color accuracy or fine detail, more advanced panels elsewhere will be more suitable. Who it makes sense for: this laptop makes the most sense for people who want a large 17-inch screen for everyday computing, need comfortable multitasking with ample RAM, use video calls, documents, and spreadsheets regularly, appreciate business-oriented features like backlit keys and a fingerprint reader. It's less suitable for people whose priorities are gaming performance, creative color accuracy, or ultra portability. Balanced perspective: in real use, this feels like a dependable business-oriented laptop. It delivers steady performance with practical features that genuinely help in everyday work. It doesn't overpromise, and it doesn't hide the fact that it's focused on productivity rather than gaming or creative graphics. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.